you?
Oh, hi, Elizabeth. It's nice to see you. I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, it's been ages since you left McGill, right?
Yeah, it's a little grayer over here.
I think me too.
Yeah.
I just had my birthday yesterday, 2 days ago, you know.
Getting younger every year, right?
I hope so.
Yes. Okay.
So how do you feel when you come back to Montreal?
A little culture shock. I got off the plane and I tried to talk to the bus driver in French, and Chinese came out. It was a little interesting.
Okay, do you speak Chinese now?
Not well, but functional language. How to order food, how to ask where I'm going.
So that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So where have you been in those 3 years?
Beijing is my home now. I've been there for getting on 3 years. So it's the capital of China. So it's an interesting and wonderful place to be. But I've been all over China.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm just back here to update some school things before heading back home. Yeah.
Wow. So now you are very familiar with lifestyle in China, I guess.
As one can be after 3 years. I've traveled, but limited to one city.
Okay.
Which is a city that's doing very well, of course, and it's in many ways now becoming a very international city. But
that's right. It's a huge city, right?
Yeah, 23 million or so people.
Wow.
And you really feel small in Beijing.
I can imagine.
You sort of stick to your community. So I'm in Yayunsun, which is east of the Olympic Park in the north. It's near Ring Road 4. And
Ring 4.
Yeah, it takes an hour to get anywhere. So
I can imagine.
it doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah, I never lived there. When I was in China, I was born and brought up in China. When I was in China, I went to Beijing for a few times just for travel. I went to Great Wall, and tried the Beijing dog.
Beijing 烤鸭, yeah.
Beijing 烤鸭, that's right.
好吃吗?
对，特别好吃，我很想北京烤鸭。So I imagine right now you probably know more than me about Beijing.
Well, I think you have to be humble when you're in such a fascinating country with such history, and I like to think that I've learned a little at a time, but it takes time. I don't think you can just sort of study your way through it. I think you have to be a part of it for many, many years. So I'm looking forward to many more years to come.
I agree.
Yes. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Your experience. So do you mind to tell us a little bit about your background?
So I'm doing research that's between China and Canada, but that is more of a product of the second question, which is why I'm in Beijing, because I'm married to someone from Beijing. She's a Chongpinger. Do you know Chongping? Sort of it's still in Beijing, but it's a little city sort of in the north.
Okay.
Little,
Cool.
it's bigger than Montreal, I'm sure.
Like everywhere in China is bigger than Montreal.
Yeah, it's actually near the Great Wall. So I also teach some English while I'm there.
Oh, you teach English?
Yeah, just to contribute. I mean, if you're going to do something as someone who predominantly speaks English in China, you're going to be teaching English. So it's something to do while I'm also completing my degree. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you're in Beijing, living there with your family and carrying on your research and teaching English. That's very cool. So your experience, I would say, very international. Would you say that?
To a degree, yeah. I mean, it's funny. I actually I'm researching a lot of things about international globalization, transnationalism, transnational migration. I think the thing I've come to understand is that as much as we like to think about people moving all over the globe, people tend to settle in one or two places, and for us, my family, it's going to be between China and Canada. I don't think there's much pulling us away, so I think that's where we try to make our home. But it's a fascinating place to do that.
Glad to know that. Seems like you're really enjoying your research and your life at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's every day's an adventure, I say.
Cool.
I like to think so.
Yeah, especially when you live in another country, every day is an adventure, right?
Yeah, there's always interesting things to deal with. It can be challenging though. I think that
the language.
Yes,
right?
yeah, and just it's just there is difference, and there is a sense of sometimes not being at home, but you make home, you make it where it is, and you try your best. So,
yeah, that's right.
But I think we should all embrace the challenge of. I mean, I'm sure you have at times, and it's just one of those things. You gotta go with the flow, and
that's
it'll
right.
all be okay.
I really appreciate that attitude, kind of like being humble, but also be adventurous, taking the challenge.
Yeah, humbly adventurous. It doesn't sound the best, but I think that's a good
Humbly
policy.
adventurous. That is Jon.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jon, can you tell us a little bit about your interaction with Asian people, especially Chinese? And now I guess you have many opportunities, right, to interact with Chinese people.
Yeah, having literally interacted with hundreds, which I know is a small sample size China-wide, but wonderful people, very, very open, very giving people. You know, I've met people from all backgrounds in China, and very kind. I can't say enough good things about them, to be honest.
Wow, I admire that.
Including Elizabeth.
Oh, thanks.
You know, again, whenever you try to group 1.5 billion people into an idea, it's going to always be wrong. But, you know, the one thing I'll say is that I found that people there are incredibly proud, incredibly curious and interested in the world. Often they want to learn more about different places, and very, they want education. They want to learn, you know, either formally through institutions in China or coming overseas, like Canada. But incredibly, I think the best word is curious and
Curious.
Yeah, and wanting to see the world. But again, I think there is a certain kindness that comes with that I hope more and more people around the world pick up on as more and more Chinese travel.
In China, when you are with those Chinese students or Chinese friends, do you sense a desire that you think that they want to come to the West society to live and study, or they're just very content to stay in their own place?
Many people want to emigrate from China that I meet.
You mean immigrate, not just come to study?
Yeah, so that's, I mean, the people I'm speaking to are a selective group. They're people that are, you know, are generally learning English or educating themselves specifically with the intention of emigrating from China into other countries. So there's a bias there for sure. But yeah, there's many people that dream of going to other places, you know.
Do you know what's the reason? Like for you?
Well, I mean, it's usually money.
Oh.
But I
Why?
would, well, I think that's one motive.
Oh, okay, sorry to interrupt you. I think it's very interesting because I think now China is the best place to make money.
You're right. So then the question is it maybe a hedge, like a protection situation? There's, you know, there's generational reasons. Families might want to emigrate and move. There's lots of reasons. People want to, they're like me, they want to see a new place. They want to live in a new place. They maybe fall in love. They maybe, there's different reasons. There's different reasons. So
I agree.
Yeah.
That's right. So when you're back in McGill, in Montreal, there are also lots of international students, right? Like for the international community, or especially Chinese people in Canada, in Montreal. What's your impression of them? So what's the difference?
Generally lovely people. I'm sad that sometimes there's a certain isolation that comes with it. You know, and I understand that there's clubs in place and strategies to try to bring people together, but it can be very hard. It can be very isolating coming to a new place and not having that group. I know people try to find their community wherever they are, and I know many international students will find friendships with other international students, but my hope is that they generally are able to bridge out to other friends and relationships. I think that's important, and I'm not saying important just for career reasons, but important for just like the soul, like
Yeah, the inner peace or inner health. Since now I know you have the knowledge about the Chinese in China, and some Chinese, for example, I'm Chinese, some international Asian people, and the Chinese, especially Chinese in Canada. So can you give us some advice or your opinion? How can they better integrate into another society?
Be open to experiences. I mean, there is the practical part of like a language, which would clearly be beneficial. Having some basic understanding of French or English, coming to Montreal, but the rest of Canada, mostly English. But on top of that, just having some sort of openness to trying new experiences, trying new things, joining clubs, and it's okay. It will be challenging. It will be sometimes maybe even depressing, and it'll be a little. Yeah, awkward, that's a great word, and it'll be a little cold, but that's okay. It's, there's lots here to experience, there's lots of supports, within the Chinese community here, but also within the institutions, within local communities and groups, there's everything. So it's just a matter of seeking it out and trying to find your place.
And step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. It's so nice to have you here. Nice to see you in Montreal for so many years.
Yes. It's nice to be here.